And a good afternoon, folks, on what's an absolutely gorgeous late spring, late afternoon here in the South Downs. I've managed to get out again for a little wild camp. It'd be great if you could come with me and test it out. My name's John and I make videos on camping, walking and astronomy. If you like what you see in this video, then please check my channel out, as you may find others that interest you there. But in the meantime, let's crack on with this video. I think this spot's going to do. That's west in that direction, so I can hope for a decent sunset. And there's a beautiful view down there across the Weald. And east over there for a sunrise. Not that I'm going to see that, because that'll be about 4:30 in the morning. So it's 6:45 now, and time that I pitched up really. So I'm in. Didn't take long to set up. This is the MSR Elixir 1 tent. It's got a bit of a bent pole. That was because I pushed it too far one day and took it out in winter. But nonetheless, it's still all right. But it's a superb tent for 3-season use. My Hilleberg Solo's a bit hot and sweaty when it gets decent weather. So this is a much better option. Beautifully ventilated and nice and light and fairly strong really for what it is. Yeah, so I'm delighted to be out. I'm just thinking about getting some tea on in a minute. I've just seen a couple of dog walkers in the distance. So at one point I thought one might have been a sheep farmer, but he seems to have disappeared. I didn't fancy getting moved on. So yeah. So start thinking about getting my dinner. Oh, and the sunset as well. I'm looking forward to that. So I'm just waiting for it to get properly dark now. The sun went down about half an hour ago. And rather annoyingly, I've actually seen a few people, albeit at a fair old distance, just coming off the downs. I suppose it's been such a lovely day that that they've been out for a walk and they're planning on getting down to the pub. There's a really nice pub actually in the little village at the bottom of the hill here. And I reckon people are coming off the hill trying to make a beeline for that. But yeah, I can't really settle down properly until it's dark. So I'm just sitting here. I've had my dinner now. I've got pudding to come yet, which is a big bar of chocolate and some wine. So I'm looking forward to that, but I don't want to start that until it's got dark really. Well, it's finally got dark, so time to break out the chocolate and the extra wine. It's been really nice this evening. I've really enjoyed it. It's absolute peace and quiet up here. A couple of lads did wander by actually, stopped to say hello. They weren't from the area and were interested in what I was doing up here. And then they ambled off, heading off in the general direction of the pub. So it was quite nice to have a little chat with them. Yeah, I haven't been out camping for several months now. Life's kind of been super hectic. Part of the reason is I'm spending a lot of time cycling at the moment. I kind of set a target for myself this year, potentially. I'm trying to decide whether I want to do it or not, to see if I can still ride 100 miles. I haven't ridden that sort of distance since I used to race many years ago. My racing career wasn't very illustrious. I kind of went from mediocre to the dizzying heights of below average. I think I only ever won one race, and that was only because the guys that normally beat me weren't there that week. But yeah, I didn't used to ride 100 miles very often then, so I thought maybe that would be something that would be quite good to do. So I've been spending a fair amount of time trying to sort of up my fitness for that. And then in parallel with that, the shop that I work in has now closed. Landlord problems are typical things that beset the high street at the moment, with landlords charging lots of rent and stuff. So that was like a 2-month process, but it was really busy. Put in a fair number of hours working in the shop, and it's quite physical, lugging things around and stuff. So all of this meant that I wasn't really getting out, and now my old shop is shut and I've transferred to another one about 15 miles down the road. Not quite ready to retire yet, and I still enjoy talking to customers and stuff. So but anyway, hopefully now life's going to get a little bit more on an even keel, and I'll be able to get out a bit more. That's my hope anyway. But for the rest of this evening, I'm just going to try and enjoy myself. Yeah, it's super great being out in a tent again. I really enjoy it. And yeah, unless anything untoward happens, I'll probably pick you up in the morning again. Morning folks. Well, it's 7:30 now, and as you can see, it's an absolutely beautiful morning out here. It's a little bit chilly and a little bit windy, but it's very, very nice. I think we've got a lovely day coming up ahead of us now. So my plan now is to clear the tent out, get it down, and walk down the hill to try and find a cooked breakfast or something somewhere. So anyway, on that note, I shall thank you very much for coming along with me on this trip. I hope you've liked the views that we've had from the escarpment here on the South Downs, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care, cheerio.